I'm all for keeping score of the wrong shit that people do to you, and you can come back no matter if it's 100 years and get your revenge, because it'll still taste just as sweet. However, when it's about something so petty, at that point now you just got mental issues. But if y'all haven't heard, 32-year-old Azealia Banks decided to go online and get her shit off in regards to Jackie O, DC Young Fly's girlfriend or wife. She went and did and said the most egregious shit ever. But before we get into that, let me show y'all exactly who Azealia Banks is, because I only know her for doing weird shit like this.
The cat to the doom, to doom, 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 to doom, doom, boom. But I was in the 212. The cat is in the bag. Yes, you know I gotta scrape all this shit up. I got my sandblaster, my goggles. It's about to go down.
So as y'all seen, she's a self-proclaimed witch, and she goes around sacrificing shit because, you know, I guess that's what witches do. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all where this 2018 through 2019 beef with DC Young Fly and Azealia Banks first started.
My boy Nick Cannon is so petty.
How petty is he?
He couldn't get Carter B, so he got Azealia ugly ass.
Wait a minute. That's not fair. Go ahead, Bobby J.
Hey, can I just say that was very anti-black?
Yeah, she's one of those. Say something about me, I'ma make it about the whole race.
No colorism here on this
Get
stage.
him back. My girl Azealia Banks is
hear
so.
You know the boy that was like gay, and then he came back out and was like, oh, I don't like men's no more. Yeah, he was like, don't he look
delivered.
like? You do.
I'm gonna say before I stop.
You have to enjoy your lap around the theater because you're not going to be booking any other work in any time. Enjoy wilding out. You won't even make it to Def Comedy Jam, honey. Honey, this is the ceiling.
You need to
for
find your dentist. How you take your goddamn braces off, but you cut the little middle part? Stupid ass girl.
I just showed y'all this clip just to show y'all the type of individual that we dealing with. And I don't like using this word. You will never really catch me use this shit. But she seems very insecure. Extremely insecure. One person saying ugly ass shouldn't just have you like aiming and gunning for them the whole time when you know you was coming on a roasting show. That shows you lack emotional intelligence. That shows you lack intelligence in general. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Instagram post that she posted about DC Young Fly and his girl. Azealia Banks says, DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty. Again, she's inserting herself as a group. He was talking about you, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin. That sounds like you're trying to convince yourself that you're perfectly fine in your own skin. Nobody that feels like they're not ugly gets that offended by a ugly ass joke. Say what you want about my tears. They were pure tears of rage and not all a sign of weakness. Because in the end, I won. That shit's fucking crazy. You won because his woman died? What the fuck is that? Are you also gonna win if his mom died? Are you gonna win when anything bad happens to him? Everybody has something bad happen to them in their life. You can't just take responsibility for that. It has nothing to do with you. I'm pretty sure at that time, his woman wasn't even his woman. She had nothing to do with the situation, but her dying somehow means you won. Even though the person that roasted you is still breathing. If he really wanted to, DC Young Fly can make her sacrifice herself. I'm happy I cried and moved on. That Jackie O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself. And the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azealia Banks ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laugh. She's talking in third person. And this is a sane woman. This is a sane person speaking on a dead as you're calling yourself gorgeous in third person is lunatic behavior. You have a problem with DC Young Fly calling your ass ugly. You keep trying to make this a black person thing, a group thing. It's only between you and DC Young Fly. Stop trying to call in reinforcements. And the black people that was sitting there laughing is the black people sitting there getting paid. The audience that they show laughing, they have to laugh. I went to one of these little Wildin' Out shows with my girl like 2-3 years ago, and you basically in that bitch working. If you don't laugh, they kicking you out. If you don't show excitement like you want to be there, they kicking you out. You damn near working a job. And in between shows, they give you a little ass graham cracker and a Red Bull. But to be fair, that was probably the only point that has some validity. I did also do a video on Jackie O passing, and I did think some of the reason of why she died was due to insecurity. She, to me, looked like she already had surgery and she was going back to get a mommy makeover. You don't really get surgeries if you're secure with who you are, you're okay with how you look. If y'all did want to watch that video in full, I'll put the link down below. She then goes on to say, and ironically, dead at 32 exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 2023 in Miami, Florida. You niggas are going to learn to stop fucking with me. And just like the random gun-toting niglet with face tats that goes online and tries to take credit for a murder he didn't do, Azealia Banks is trying to take credit for a death she had nothing to do with. Anybody that calls themselves a fan of Azealia Banks has to be automatically a little delusional. There's no way you could be a fan of this person and this is how their mind works.